What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cheapshot Music Podcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Justin.
And let's get right into the news.
Hey, Jack, what's happening in news today?
There is actually quite a few updates to
Nice.
go through. So
Not just Kate Bush?
yeah,
Yeah? Not just Stranger Things. Oh, okay.
yeah, or people dying. Yeah.
Okay,
Right, yeah.
okay.
So first thing we've got is Justin Bieber is postponing his tour
Uh-oh.
due to contracting a rare disease known as Ramsay-Hunt syndrome.
Yeah, I totally thought people were like making fun of Justin Bieber and then like putting him as a meme, and then it turns out it's an actual disease, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Yeah, right. And it's contracted actually through a breakout of shingles apparently as well, and it causes facial paralysis.
Uh-oh.
So like half of his face is like paralyzed
Hitting
right
close
now.
to home.
Yeah.
Yeah, get well soon, Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, it just makes that very hard to sing. So he's taking time to recover fully to 100%, excuse me. And, I think this is going to be a nice little break because I'm assuming Justin Bieber works all the time.
All the time, 24/7.
So time for a break. Next thing we have is Britney Spears is now married to her longtime partner, Sam Asghari.
Finally, right?
But it's not the first time she's been married, actually. So the first time she was married, actually, I think she's been married twice. First husband was Jason Alexander, and the second one is Kevin Federline, I think, or whatever. So it's now happening because previously she wasn't allowed to marry this person under her conservatorship. Can I get a boo for that, please? Thank you.
Straight up.
Yeah, straight up. So she has the wedding. It goes great. The funny thing is her first husband showed up to the wedding and like tried to crash it.
Wait.
I know.
Really?
And so he got arrested. He has a warrant in
jeez.
another county as well. He's just a crazy person.
Oh, man.
And like, I don't know. The thought that I had about that when I read that, I was like, why are there so many crazy people around Britney Spears? Just acting all crazy.
Yeah,
You
why
know?
do you have to make things so complicated?
That's Avril Lavigne, but nice try.
Oh, that was so close. That was this close.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for that one. So yeah, he's just a weirdo. And their marriage, the first husband, their marriage lasted 55 hours, Britney Spears and Jason Alexander. So I don't know why he's still like, this is like 20 years now, I think that it's been since we're married for 55 hours.
55.
I know, right? So long.
It's like 2 days and 7 hours. I mean,
It's like, oh my God.
oh, man.
The next thing we have is Lil Nas X is gave us a preview of a new song that's smearing BET for not nominating him at all this year.
Do you know what that deserves?
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Come on, man.
Well, it's like
what are they doing?
he's broken records for album sales and plays, and obviously his two huge singles, Industry Baby and Montero. They're absolutely deserving of awards. He's been recognized by MTV VMAs.
I mean,
the Billboard
a beautiful album.
Yeah. The Billboard Music Awards, Glad Media Awards, the American Music Awards, the People's Choice Award. Like, he's been recognized for this album and those singles in all of those other places.
The Grammys. Come on.
Except for BET.
Come on.
And so he tweeted out, and since deleted, "Thank you, BET Awards, an outstanding 0 nominations again, Black excellence." And the clip of the song that he showed in this tweet was opened with a chant of "Fuck BET." Fuck BET. Yeah. And I mean, I understand why Lil Nas X is mad at this because it's just purely ridiculous and homophobic,
He's going
Prison Mike.
He's going Prison Mike on him.
Yeah.
He's going crazy.
Yeah, he should. Especially because Jack Harlow was nominated for an award, and they worked together in the year 2021.
Yeah. Just bad.
So
it's a bad look for BET.
I totally agree. And apparently now BET, like the people that put together the show, they hold that no one who works for BET had a say in this. It's another one of those panel of 500 voters, like what Rolling Stone does with their lists. We could see how.
Oh yeah,
we can see how good that is.
Yeah, the albums.
To have a collection of people in the industry who get to decide totally how this goes. Anyways, so it doesn't make any sense. Now, however, here's some pushback, some devil's advocate for you. because there is the BET Hip Hop Awards, which Lil Nas X is nominated for. I can't remember what song or if it was the album or not, but he's
Probably
received.
both.
Yeah, probably both.
All three.
So, I think he's going to receive awards for that, but I can understand how not having just a normal BET award is extremely upsetting, and
it's kind of ridiculous. It's just a flat out.
Well, it calls
not okay.
It calls for us going, isn't that a little bit homophobic? I don't know. I mean, that's generally my feeling, and I think that's how Lil Nas X feels. But I guess that's
racist as well.
Yeah,
his wording of the tweet.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Because the black excellence.
Yeah. Well, he's calling BET for not
quote.
Yeah.
Just bad. Just a bad look all around.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't totally. I know if I agree completely with Lil Nas X, but I think that I mostly understand where he's coming from.
100%.
It's honestly breaking my heart that Lil Nas X was not nominated for an award, a BET award. And speaking of breaky heart, let's talk about Achy Breaky Heart and Hot Garbage.
Hot garbage.
Ugh. Hot garbage. All right, like I said, we have Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus. Let's take a listen.
You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes when I'm gone. Oh, you can tell your friends just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You can tell my arms go back into the farm. You can tell my feet.
So this song is funny in many ways because it's basically the most shit on song of all time.
But it's not that bad.
It's not horrible for country.
It's a good honky tonk, Jack.
Yeah, it's better than modern country, but it's very simple.
It's the country that's up my alley, not down my dirt road. It's up my alley.
Oh my god, I literally. But don't tisk yourself.
Just a sad one.
Yeah. You know they're talking about dirt roads though in country for sure.
100%. And trucks and beer
and NASCAR and bucket hats,
clucks, chicks,
all those things.
Yeah.
So apparently this was number 23 on CMT's 100 greatest videos in 2008.
Yeah, this thing has a couple acclamations. I mean, it's done some good things. It was number 2 on the VH1's 50 most awesomely bad songs. I mean, number 2, Jack.
I just don't even know if I'd call it awesome. I mean, I could see calling it bad.
It's
but
almost comparable to a Grammy. Number 2 on the worst songs. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Jack.
it's like the opposite of a Grammy.
I am not lighting you up at all.
Yeah. God. Apparently it reached the U.S. Billboard number 15 in 1992, excuse me. It was the hot country song, the number 1 hot country song also in 1992. It was the number 1 country song in Canada in 92 as well, and then New Zealand.
And Australia.
And Australia.
Yeah,
man,
it got around.
It did very well, and I think actually this was the song that launched Billy Ray Cyrus's career, and then eventually that led to Hannah Montana, of course.
Yeah. And then Miley Cyrus and all that stuff.
Well, Miley Cyrus being Hannah Montana.
I remember watching Billy Ray Cyrus for the first time in Hannah Montana, and he's taking a shower, and Hannah needs to get to him, and he's taking a shower. He's a hillbilly. He loves his showers. That's all I know about Billy Ray Cyrus, Jack.
That's interesting. That's a limited knowledge, I would say.
That is how much I know.
Well, speaking of limited knowledge, this song is literally 2 chords. There is limited knowledge that went into this song. It's literally 2 fucking chords.
It's so good.
There are few songs that you can say actually only use 2 chords the entire time. This is one of the only examples, which also makes it, by the way, a great song to teach on guitar, which, I've worked on this one.
It's super easy thing to teach.
Fun and simple.
That's
what I think about it.
That's what makes it hot garbage.
Yeah, because it's kind of thoughtless.
Very much so.
And definitely written to be popular. So it is what it is. It's hot garbage. But I think we have a new segment to talk about. So how about we get into that?
So, all right, Jack, and all right, everyone listening.
Mm.
This is the Cheapshot Music Podcast Game Show.
Whoa! We might have to shorten up that name a little bit, but
yeah,
regardless,
it is very green right now.
Yeah,
we are freshmen into the Quizlets, the Wordle, all of this Artist of the Week
game show
stuff.
Yeah,
we're freshmen.
So explain it.
But okay, so we are starting with: is this lyric from Nicki Minaj's one of her best songs or one of her worst songs?
All right, here we go.
Okay. I'm colder than a cough. I'm wetter than swimwear.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to go with worst. This is probably a worst song. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's just too stupid.
Okay. Top down AC with the cooler system.
Oh, you know what? That's from what is it called? It's the boom ba-doom boom boom ba-doom super bass. That's from Super Bass. Yes, it's one of her best songs. Boom!
All right.
Let's go.
I think this is gonna be in 2 easy rounds today,
Okay.
just to warm you up.
Yes.
Okay. So here's another given. Somebody please tell them who the FI is. I'm Nicki Minaj.
I'm Mac them dudes up.
Yeah.
That's Super Bass.
Okay. Tell them this is church and tell them I'm the deacon.
Oh, that's actually a good lyric. So it could come from a really popular song. But since all of these have been popular, I'm going to go with not popular. This is one of her worst.
Yeah, see, this is easy this week. This is easy. Tell them I'm black, Chinese, and butter pecan.
Ooh, that one. All right, I'm going to go with my first intuition that was one from one of her best songs.
No.
I
finally got you.
Yeah, so I'm like,
got you.
5 for 1 or five for 6, yeah.
When he come up in the club, he be blazing up.
I already know that's one of her best ones.
Yeah. Woo.
I know Nicki Minaj a little bit better than people think I do.
All right, now we're going with the artist of the week.
Okay.
And if I say like 3 words, you're going to get it right away. So I'm trying to be as cryptic as possible.
Okay.
On
Can you
these
explain?
first given. So I'm going to give you some of who is this person. So this person, he or she, was born on October 24th, 1986. They are 35 years old. They've been active since 2001, and they use their voice as an instrument. So you get one answer right now. You get a chance right now, and then you'll get hints later on, and you'll get more chances to get it right.
Yep, as we keep going.
Correct.
Lil Wayne.
No way. My dad guessed that the first time. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
That was my first guess. So is that wrong or right?
It is wrong.
Oh, give me
wrong.
Give me
Well, okay.
Got one
I'm doing
it wrong.
They influenced
Okay.
Post Malone, Lil Uzi, and Juice WRLD, and they were influenced by Tupac, T-Pain, and Lil Wayne.
Oh, they were influenced by T-Pain. T-Pain was my next guess. All right, very interesting. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit harder. It's not T-Pain who uses their voice as an instrument. Who would it be? To keep the podcast flowing, I'm just going to guess T-Pain, even though that's not right.
It's not right at all. You're going to get a big on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think if I say any of these next ones, you'll get it right away.
Okay.
So here is one of his popular lyrics. Jealousy is just love and hate at the same time.
Ooh. Is it Jason Derulo?
Oh, you're getting actually further away.
Really?
But anyways. Okay.
Jason Derulo. That's what I thought about.
Okay, so I'm going for 4 times answering for you. So this is the 4th time you get to answer the question.
Okay.
Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. Not a rapper.
That's the hint, Jack.
Oh. I don't want to say Drake, even though I know, is it Drake? I'm guessing Drake.
Woo! It's Drake!
Drake uses his voice as an instrument?
Of course, he's a rapper.
Well, I guess that's true. But everybody uses their voice as an instrument in that case.
But so my dad goes, "Oh, it's Kanye West," that's just funny in all of its own. But I would have put producer for Kanye.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're a rapper, you're using your voice. You're using your chops, your vocal cords.
Yeah, I mean, anyone using their voice basically, whether it's rapping or singing, is definitely an instrument.
So for the future, if we have Jimi Hendrix, I will put voice and guitar.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of Jimi Hendrix as well was definitely the thing that gave him his idea. I really thought it was T-Pain because when you said voice as an instrument, I was like, T-Pain uses auto-tune as an instrument. So I got this. Right. I even was like, should I guess T-Pain first? Because I feel like I'm going to ruin the segment if I guess T-Pain first.
Just right away. Just get it right. No, but that's what makes it challenging because it's like, well, do I want to answer like this? Do I want to go that way? But yeah. October's very own. I would have gotten it right away. Yeah. I'm just kidding. But I'm serious, Jack. I would have gotten it right away.
Well, you did your research on it for sure. Yeah. Any more for me or no?
No, that's it for this week. We're going to be tuning in next week for some extra stuff.
That'll be cool.
Some extra game shows.
So let's get into generic or genuine then?
Perfect. Let's rip on some Rolling Stones lists again.
Yeah, absolutely. Generic or genuine? Here we go again. Here I go again on my own. Just kidding. I know. Who's singing? We wish you could be with us, Casey. Man, we've got another, not hit list, shit list from Rolling Stone again.
From Casey, I might add.
Yeah, Casey did suggest this to us. And
he's very disgusted by the list as we look down.
As am I.
So first off the bat, I think all of these people, a part of the Rolling Stone greatest singers, top 100 of all time, we feel like all of them are genuine artists.
They're all great artists, so there's no point in saying that a million times.
To be considered even part of the top 1,000 singers, I think you have to be genuine.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, though, there are some generic-ass placements on this list.
There's some really bad ones.
Let's just get into it. So let's start at number 100 with Mary J. Blige.
Probably the youngest person they have on the list.
Right. Which is so funny because they literally, on their top 500 songs of all time list, they were like, we want to take a more contemporary approach to our list making. And then now,
that a joke? That's a joke.
It is a joke because Rolling Stone is a joke because there's every person on this list has their music career
is over. Their music career is over,
or it happened 40 years ago.
Yeah,
or over 20 years ago.
They are retired or dead.
Right, exactly. So that's one of the issues that I take. I think that we share that issue with this list because it's like, I think Bruno Mars could have been on this list. I think that Rihanna, Beyonce, etc. Lauryn Hill, there's so many.
They're great singers like Mary. So what do we think? Generic or genuine at her at number 100? Yeah. Placement.
Generic, I would say, actually, because I would want her to be higher, personally.
Right.
I think that, they get some things right, but this one is definitely wrong. What's your opinion?
Yep, generic.
Yeah.
Right there. So the next one at 99, we got Steven Tyler of Aerosmith.
99th best singer of all time. I can
99.
see that, but I would want him to be higher personally because I feel like Aerosmith, or at least Steven Tyler's voice is so unique and so powerful that I don't know. Personally, I would put it ahead of things like Morrissey, which we'll see later on in the list, but generic placement.
These two picks, you're going, oh, I like this person. Oh, I like this person.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at the Rolling Stone, you're like, well,
they're doing something.
How could you argue with them being a part of the and then you look lower, and that's why that makes it a generic placement.
Yeah, because then you see stuff like, no knock on Howlin' Wolf, because Howlin' Wolf is an amazing blues singer, but I just don't think that Howlin' Wolf should be in front of Steven Tyler or Mary J. Blige.
Right.
And neither should he be in front of Stevie Nicks either, in my opinion, because Stevie Nicks at number 98 is a generic placement, in my opinion, because her voice is so influential because she really brought the alto to popular music, a
Right.
lower female voice.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
if you really
like
think
that
about
voice.
right, if you think
Yeah.
about it, she's one of the maybe not one of the first people, but it definitely hit the limelight, and it was one of the earlier ones to hit the limelight.
But Rolling Stone loves Fleetwood Mac.
That's another thing. Again, they're not consistent because not only is everyone on this list old, but they love Fleetwood Mac on all their other lists.
And they're going to put the only singer, might I add,
hmm
at 98. Okay, Rolling Stone. We'll give you a little bit of a round of applause for that one. You know, such creative intuition for ya. So at 97, we got Joe Cocker.
Joe
Solo.
Cocker. Yeah.
Joe Cocker.
Yeah. And he's got a great he's got a cool solo career. He's got some big hits like Feeling All Right or With a Little Help from My Friends. Those are some great songs. He covered Cry Me a River, apparently. You know, I like this placement actually because Joe Cocker is a great singer, but not
Born in the 40s.
well, yeah. But
That has to hold some weight on the list. You
What do you
put them
mean?
a little bit lower because you give them respect by having them on the list,
Mhm.
but then you put them lower because they're not as relevant.
That's basically what it comes down to. Like he
Right?
had some big hits, but his popularity wasn't near what like I would say Stevie Nicks' popularity was. So I like his placement. I think Stevie Nicks should be higher, so I think that was a generic placement. And I think this one actually is a genuine placement because Joe Cocker is very talented, amazing singer, had some great hits, but didn't, break the limelight. And I don't think if you asked anybody nowadays, they would say like, oh yeah, I know who Joe Cocker is.
Yeah. I'll completely agree with you on that one.
Mhm.
And then at 96, we got BB King.
Yeah. This one is hard for me to determine whether I think it's a generic or genuine placement, but I like having BB King on the list.
It is kind of difficult.
You want it higher?
And then you look at when he was born, and he was born in the 20s, and then I just made the argument for the guy that was born in the 40s. But this guy, BB King, was more popular.
Well,
Or
BB King is
am
super.
I wrong about that?
No,
I'm
you're not wrong about that.
that.
Yeah, BB King is one of the most influential blues players to ever pick up a guitar. First of all, second of all, he is also one of the most influential blues singers to in the basically like the 40s and onward, essentially. He hit a height of his fame. When would the height of his fame be? Probably around The Thrill Is Gone, which I don't remember.
Yeah, it
what
would be
year
in
that
his
came out.
20s, so that would be the 40s and 50s.
Yeah. So.
So genuine.
I could see this one
Genuine
being higher on the list.
just really close on the borderline.
Yeah.
We can see that he would be 10 places, 20 places higher, but yeah, it's tough to put your thumb on.
Right. At 95, we have Patti LaBelle of the LaBelles, or just LaBelle, excuse me. And definitely she's got some great hits. Lady Marmalade being the one that probably everybody knows.
She is an incredible singer.
Yep.
She's absolutely incredible.
So I could say that I would say maybe this is a little bit more. This is generic ... Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because she influenced Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige,
Christina Aguilera, which
Yeah,
I know
Allegra.
I knew you were not even going to try that
Yeah,
one.
I'm not going to try it. Yeah, just like Prosecco. I'm not going to try
Actually,
it.
you got Prosecco right.
I'm getting it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But all right. So we'll say generic on that. We want her higher on the list.
Agreed.
So at 94, we have Karen Carpenter of
From
the Carpenters.
Right. Back in the 70s was when they had their heyday. I believe
disco,
it's
right?
No, this is more like 60s, late 60s pop, early 70s pop.
Oh,
So,
cool.
it's just not as rhythmic.
A little bit before.
I think so, yeah. Their music is, I don't know how else to say it, like white people music. I mean,
Just
of the time.
Just real simple BS.
Well, it's also
Is that
like,
what you're talking about?
here's what I'm saying. White people music would be like this 50s song that I saw in music history class where it's like, I have a little dog and his name is Pippi.
The Little Blue Man.
Or that kind of shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that one.
That is white people music in my opinion. And this is more towards that, although it's got some pop aspects to it. So Like Close to You, for example, is a beautiful song sang beautifully by Karen Carpenter. But again, it's like an orchestration and it's a cute song and stuff. And it's obviously made for like people who want to avoid swear words and avoid non-Christian topics, may I say.
So what are we gonna say? Generic or genuine?
I
On
think
the
this is
placement.
genuine placement because there are a lot of great singers on this list. Like people have to consider that Freddie Mercury is on this list. Like if you were to say, okay, do you know
should she be on the list?
Yes,
Yes.
but right where she is actually is perfect. Basically, I would say. I mean, it could be lower, but I'd say this is about right.
Cool. So at 93, we have Annie Lennox.
From Eurythmics and her solo career. But let's be honest, we really only know her from Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Everyone knows that song. But
It's the synth keys in the background.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah, the 80s, baby. The 80s. Yeah, I mean, to me, this one, so she influenced Beth Gibbons, Sinead O'Connor, and Duffy. This one, you know what? I'm going to go, this is the first person that probably shouldn't be on the list. And the only reason, not because
I love
we're
her
singing.
voice so much.
Her voice is cool.
It's so different.
It is very different. But like the reality is there is a certain level of popularity that helps get people on these lists. And the only reason that she might be considered on this list is just because of that song and that performance.
Yeah.
And I think that's not enough, in my opinion, when you have literally... I mean, there are thousands of professional singers that are out in the world that, for example, that are working on Broadway that are just ridiculous.
Yeah,
they can
absolutely
sing
ridiculous.
and dance and do backflips. And like, to me, it's like, you got to be really something special to make it on this list. If you're Freddie Mercury, that makes sense to be on this list.
But okay, here's the argument. She is one in front of Karen Carpenter.
Yeah, I mean, and both of them are, they are good singers. There's no doubt about it. But anybody...
Which one is better of the two?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Yeah, because if you say...
They're kind of the same to me.
If you say Annie is better than Karen, then it's like, well, she deserves to be on the list right there.
I agree. I agree. If that was my perspective, I would agree with you. But I just don't know. Maybe I'm questioning whether I believe Karen Carpenter should be on the list or not.
So I think this should be a top 200, and they should be 200 and 199.
Yeah, that could be it.
Something like that.
Although personally, I would probably put this next one, number 92, Morrissey, at the 199 or 200 spot, because I just don't like when people sing like this.
Okay, you gotta put someone that sings like that in. You gotta put them in
the list.
You gotta put them in
at 99 or 100, Justin, not 92 in front of Steven Tyler. That just doesn't make sense.
Mary J. Blige.
That's not justified. No way. Morrissey's a better singer than Steven Tyler. What is everyone deaf? Is everyone deaf nowadays? Is that what it is? Do we need to get our hearing checked?
Well, through hearing aids, things sound a lot different, Jack. Maybe you need your hearing checked.
I guess maybe I need my hearing checked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do the beeps. Raise the hand. Raise the arm.
Yeah.
But what, you think this is a generic because they shouldn't be on, but...
Morrissey could be on the list, but I hold that 99 or 100 spot for Morrissey.
Okay, because we have B.B. King and Stevie Nicks right behind these people.
Yep.
But when I look at Karen Carpenter, Annie Lennox, and then Morrissey, it's kind of okay. When I just look at those three right there like that, it's kind of okay. If I don't look up one more...
Soft disagree with you on that one.
So what are you saying that Morrissey is a generic placement? Is that what you're saying?
It's genuine ... It's kind of it teeters the line.
Yeah, so I think we're along the same lines there.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you here.
And then lastly at 91 this week. At 91 we have Levon Helm of The Band. And yes, there's a band named The Band for all you people out there who didn't listen to music in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah. I was born for that, Jack. You know that.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. So it's someone else that was born in the 40s on the list.
Yep.
Again.
Old. Yeah, definitely. it's just, again, funny how Rolling Stone wants contemporary sometimes and then not the other times, you know. Key tracks, The Wait, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. Those are great band tunes.
And then they influenced Jeff Tweedy, Lucinda Williams, John Hyatt.
Yep, right.
Because I know all those people, Jack.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't really know if I know those people that well. And that might be shame on me for that, but also...
No, I was making a joke, Jack.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be one of those.
That's the thing.
It's like, who?
I think Levon Helm could not... Levon Helm could be removed from this list. I hate to say it.
But okay, back on my point about Morrissey.
Morrissey's better than Levon Helm.
Okay. And then so are they better than Karen or Annie?
I would say that Karen or Annie is better than... I would say those three are actually better than Levon Helm. Because Levon Helm is just...
So we found our first absolute generic BS of the list.
Yeah,
right?
it shouldn't be on the list. Because I hold that there are so many amazing, talented singers. It's not to say that this guy is a bad singer. It's just not... It's like comparing, the White Mamba, what's his name? Brian Scalabrine. To Kobe Bryant. That's what it's like comparing to. Yes.
Oh, man.
They both played in the NBA. And yes, Levon Helm and Stevie Nicks and all these other people, they all sang, but it's different levels. There are different levels to this stuff.
Yeah, you sang professionally, but...
That doesn't mean you're as good as... Stevie Nicks or Michael Jackson or Freddie Mercury or...
You know what I'm not excited for?
What's that?
81 through 90, because it gets worse. This list
progressively gets worse.
It gets so bad. They have Prince at 30.
Yeah, and they have Michael Jackson at 25. It's just
what is going on? And then they got Missy Elliott at 10. I'm just kidding.
No, get the fuck out of here. Never again with Missy Elliott for any reason at number 10.
Yeah, Missy Elliott.
Oh, so this has been the Cheap Shot Music Podcast.
Please download or stream this podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Please leave a like and or comment on our social medias. It's greatly appreciated.
And thank you everyone for listening.